Hello everybody, Chuckling 1000 and Point for Duty. Welcome back to an episode of Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus Star-Crossed World. In the last episode, we managed to grab the last remaining pieces of Leon's soul here in the Forgo Zone. Only one area in the isolated isles are left to be tackled, which is the Forgo Land. Exactly where Leon is sat. So let's go in and rescue Leon.
And here we are.
You notice that the commentary about how you put into lab discovery is a little bit distorted and like creepy sounding. Yeah. Kind of interesting that. But obviously we do notice when we picked up one of the figurines in the original Wastelands Forgo Dreams, we saw piece of Leon's soul. Oh, wow, I actually did not know that. Apparently if you push down the minus button, you drop your ability immediately. I did not know that. Alright. But yeah, a piece of Leon's soul actually told us about IDF-86 making a hasty retreat in the isolated isles, taking Leonga with it. So, we're now going to be looking for IDF-86, literally. And there is Leon right there. Elflin, do your thing. Now this is actually funny. We save Leon, do a little dance, and then Leon joins in. But then, plot twist. Possessed beast, Forgo Leon. We are granted the ability to pick up Buzzsaw and Bomb and Maximum Tomato. However, he will not give you much chance to actually pick up the items. He's going to start off his attacks the exact same way as he did the first time you fight him in phase 2. With those triple beams and then followed by charging after you with the chomp attack. So, phase 1 of Forgo Leon is basically exactly the same as it is when you fight him in normal phase 2. So, just deal with him legit there. Nothing to commentate on. Just get enough damage in to clock off half his health. And then later on, we might enter the next phase. Oh, damn. Right, there we go. There. That's phase 1 done. And here is IDF-86. Doing to Leonga exactly the same as it did to all the enemies. Making them, making that, like, aura face. He will start off phase 2 by slamming the ground 3 times, making an AoE lightning round attack, before then shooting beams into the ceiling. When he does this, part of the ceiling will fall down on you. Then he'll swipe up and do that attack, and then he'll do this pounce attack. Then claw swipe. Then he'll slam the ground again, make more electrical currents. When he does the third one, stay far away from him as possible because it's hard to avoid the third one. Ow. Well, we're entering phase 3 now. Is my ability still there? Yep, still there. So now in phase 3, IDF-86 is going to be a part of an attack formation with Leonger. He's going to start off with this. And now, that. Yeah. Aura swipe followed by IDF-86 making an Aura AoE bomb. Then he will shoot projectiles at you, which if it lands on the ground will make a shockwave. So just stay above ground, but stay semi-close to Leonger, but not too close. So it's kind of hard to pinpoint, but after being killed, you do have the option of bomb and cutter still, but now you got tornado and ice. I honestly have no idea which ability is the best ability for you to use in this front, because bomb, terrible. Cutter, could be better. Tornado, only useful when you pick up stars, so technically tornado is the worst ability to use in this boss fight, because at least bomb can actually do something. Ice, you can freeze the enemy in place, but it takes a lot of hits. So ironically, I am actually using bomb for this fight. Right. We know how the boss fight works now. It's just basically, the best definition with this boss fight is just keep your distance. And don't get too close unless you feel risky to do everything. Right. Oh, damn, I forgot. First time he does it, it's always down, up, down. That time was up, down, up. So you notice how the bomb is actually useless for me in this case, because look how much damage is actually clocking on him. It's not doing a lot, unlike the fire. So basically, it's this. If you want to like leave this stage and re-pick up an ability that you think is actually more useful than the 4 abilities you get by default, go ahead and do that. If you want to pick up attack up, life up, defense speed up, do that as well. Whichever works best for you in this upfront, do whatever is the easiest for your predicament. Because in this case, he's obviously no pushover in this boss fight than he is in the original one. Right, he's gonna do this beam attack. Debris is gonna fall from the ceiling. There's no way of telling where it's gonna be appearing from, because the room is just too dark. And with shadows forming in a dark room, how are they supposed to tell where it is? I think for my better judgment, I'm actually going to exit the stage and I'm going to re-pick up the fire ability and also grant myself the chance to get an attack up and speed up. Because I do believe I actually need it. And I think, and I could... Oh, hello. The one of these pitched in and gave you a gift, 250 star coins. Okay, that's actually helpful. I think if we enter Kirby's house and we fall asleep, I've actually never really shown this, but You don't even have to spend any money on the Waddle Dee food store. You can just go into Kirby's house, fall asleep, and then bam, you instantly heal. Right, okay, first thing we're going to do, we're going to buy a life up. And I'm going to use it. And then do the same thing for like the attack ups. But I'm not going to just like buy one of the attack ups, I'm going to buy a ton. I don't think the speed up I'll be needing as much, but it's actually helpful to have just in case. I wish it would just allow us to actually use the item immediately without having to just be like, here, buy an item, smile at the camera, then run away and use the item. I don't know why it has to like constantly keep doing that, really, because that's like the most irritating thing. Right, there we go. I'm only going to do it up to 800. I'm not going to like rack it up to 999, although that would actually be helpful for me. It's just, I don't want to be having the whole episode just based around me just buying stuff and then just ending the episode off there. So, yeah. Kind of a sticky situation, if you kind of say so the least. Right, just buy 2 more and then we should be good. Okay, there we go. And then just for extra safety precautions, I'm also going to buy a Maximum Tomato and take it with me. So in case if I need to suddenly heal, the option will be there. Now let's go back to where Leon is and sort out the problem at hand. Obviously, yes, I could also upgrade the fire ability as well, but that's kind of like stretching it a bit too far. Of course, you will be seeing the cutscene again, but...
And here we are.
yeah, we're just going to ignore that. Okay, skip the cutscene. Okay, jump. No jump. Jump again. There we go. Now just run away. There we go. Phase 1 done immediately. Now for phase 2. Just clocking as much damage as I possibly can. Just stay out of the way of the AoE. Now he's going to do this beam laser. Just going to... whoa, God. Okay, I got hit that time. Ah! I don't think I can actually block that attack, actually, now I think about it. Right, there we go. That's phase 2 done. Now we know how phase 3 happens. His attack animation is going to be like a little bit different, but then IDF 86 is going to be like Oh, wait. Oh, right, yeah. He goes down, 2 verticals, then 2 horizontals, and then that. Right, going to try and run straight. I was trying not to step into that. Right, okay. The consecutive fire attacks is going to do enough for him. There we go. That is the fight against Forgo Leon. Now for the actual boss fight against IDF-86. Psychic Beast Soul Forgo. However, a butterfly just suddenly shows up. And all of a sudden, a Kirby enemy from way long ago in a game I've actually not played. Fluttering Dream Eater, Morpho Knight. I do not know which game Morpho Knight originally debuted in, but this is not his first appearance. He starts off with a fiery like wave, but he will try and get close in with the sword swipe attacks. Then you have IDF-86's hollow figurine just chase you around the arena, and then he'll do this. Just run around the side and he should be good. Ow. Right, he's going to do a, surprise entourage. Yeah, just having him constantly teleport is just a little bit irritant. Oh, Sword Wave. Now for phase 2 of Morpho Knight. He's going to start off with 2 swords, and he's going to slam them one after another on the ground until the 3rd attack he's going to do this. But don't get too close to him in this bit, because after that attack, he will do this. If he hits you with that bug wave, the camera becomes distorted and then your controls become a little bit wonky at first. However, you still hold down to go down, up to go up, left to go left, and right to go right. It becomes a little bit disorientated, but you should be fine if you are aware where you're going. Right, it's going to summon IDF-86 again. Then it's going to summon another one. And then it's going to do an entourage of attacks. There's the sword wave. I did get hit there, but that's it. You just have to beat Morpho Knight, and then that's the end of the stage. And with that, we get the most broken ability in the game. Morpho Knight Sword Blueprint. I am not joking. Dragonfire does really good damage, but the Morpho Knight Sword is the best ability in the entire game. And here comes Carol, holding more pieces of Leon's soul, with the Beast Pack follow through with. You notice how Florina was there with them, but not Wild Edge, Wild Bonkers, Wild Frosty, etc. Because Wild Edge, Wild Bonkers, Wild Frosty are not originally a part of the Beast Pack, but Florina is. And there you go. The animals are no longer under the mind control of IDF-86. And that is a post-game story complete. And you get to see the credits, and yeah, they do play the theme song once again. But I'm going to be talking over the top of it because we've already heard it once before. You would just see pictures of the isolated isles from start to finish. I don't know how you actually feel about this game yourself. If you enjoy Kirby, then I would hugely recommend this game. If you are willing to 100% complete it. If you're not 100%, if you are not willing to 100% complete the game, still play it anyway because it is a blast to play. It really is fun. And having it be exactly the same as you would normally play for Kirby's Return Dreamland and every other 2D Kirby game you play along with that, except in this case, this one is 3D. The 3D environment of battling enemies non-stop makes it much more fun and enjoyable than just be like, hey, an enemy's walking left to right. I'm just going to stand still, wait for them to get close, bam, you got hit, bye, move on. Whereas this one, you're dealing with enemies running in the same trajectory as you are, where if you run diagonally forward, they will run diagonally forward after you or against you to try and catch you off guard. Especially when it's like you enter an arena and then bam, 8 Bronto bursts in each pinpoint scenario of the compass to swarm you from out to in. And you can just easily jump over the top of them and it's just bam, attack them like that. Or just basic case scenario, stand in the middle with the fire ability, swarm in a clockwise or anti-clockwise attack formation and just get rid of them all just like that. It's just... Yes, I will admit, with Kirby and the Forgotten Land, some of the abilities that are used in past Kirby games are actually a bit worse than they originally are in the 2D games. Bomb is a prime suspect of this, because Bomb is honestly a terrible ability left, right and center. I honestly do not get how you can actually use that ability to your advantage, other than just throw bombs like mad and just lose your patience with it. But you notice in the picture frame there, the Colosseum showed a 3-star, and this picture, that's actually a secret. Because in the next episode, we are going to be going back into the Colosseum. So, we will see you guys then, and get to relive the boss fights of the isolated isles in the Colosseum. See you guys then.